Give us your get got story. Because, you know what? It happens to us all. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's on the court, whatever you decide to share.
Nah, not that one.
Yeah.
Keep it on the court. Yeah,
keep it on the court.
Keep it on the court.
Yeah, I was about to.
We keep it on the court, man. Mike, stop doing
I was saying,
who we had to stop that time? Dame. Yeah, we had to stop Dame. Dame was. Yeah, man. I was standing at the corner one time.
They found the wrong person.
I said, man, that's what happened. In attendance, man. He gives you instantly. I say, yep, that Deep East Oakland representative.
Yep.
Brookfield. I say, damn, Dame.
Oh man, that's a good one. I would say probably like my get got is I think when we started our own agency, right? I was like 22, 23. Me, Rico, Ty Ramazar, Ray Young was the first client, and we all sat in New Orleans, and we was like, "Yeah, we just gonna do this ourselves." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get this deal myself. And so I would say, like, at that moment, you know, you look at your career and say, damn, I'm gonna have to make a lot of sacrifices, right? And we're gonna have to figure out how to be like them. Because everybody that comes along the way almost has an authority or more experience to take advantage of us. And so I would say when you represent yourself, you know, you have to make concessions as an athlete more long term, right? And so in that moment, I think, you know, there was opportunities where I think people felt they got over on us, you know, but at the same time, it was like 4 dudes that was 23, 24 years old, and we didn't know what we was doing anyway. So
learning game,
learning the game and getting deals done. And so, you know, there was moments where I probably like my Reebok deal, you know, we probably gave away, you know, more money than we had to get the deal done. But at the same time, we wouldn't have got the deal if it wasn't for the experience, you know, and that always taught me, like, you know, sometimes dudes aren't good dudes, right? But there could be some good business, right, if it makes sense for you. And so you look at, you know, I think that's where I got disappointed.
How you learn to take the emotion out of it, though? You know what I mean? Because you're an athlete, right? And
well, you don't know.
We talk about this all the time.
You heard that?
And
athletes, I thought I was the only one.
We you know, we're used to. I balled out. I did the thing. I get the money. You know what I mean?
We as athletes, we are defined by trust. Everything in our DNA. If I can't trust you, I can't what?
Play you.
I can't with you.
Yeah.
Right? I can't play on the same team if I don't trust this dude. Right? And so when we live our life outside of that, all we're looking for is a group of people that we can trust. And so since you really can't trust nobody, remember, everybody, the whole ecosystem, right? When you start thinking about a young athlete, everybody is there to like, oh, they see more value in you than you see in yourself.
Yeah.
And so your morals, right, and my morals may not even be aligned. But if I see a deal and it makes sense for where I need to go to advance my career or advance what I'm doing, then I don't have to ever hang with you again.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And a lot of times people, you know, I would say in my career and for all of us, you know, we was fighting a fight because everybody was like, they shouldn't be doing this. They can't do this. It's not cool for like, so we getting hate, you know, we getting hate, Ty getting hate, Rico getting hate. And we just kind of like stuck to our cars. And it was like, damn, here comes somebody that's going to, you know, do right by us. And at the same time, like what their version is right and what your version is right is all defined in like what you would do.
Right.
Yeah.
How you trust. And so once you learn
Motive.
You trust the people that you learn to build diligence around trust, and then everything else is like, that's the deal. That helps me. You know what I mean? I don't give what it does for you.
Yeah,
And because I'm never hanging with you ever again.
Yeah, we ain't on that. We ain't like that.
And so we gotta like start learning to like not trust people or like build our own ecosystem of trust, especially within each other.
Yeah.
Right. So we share information, share ideas, because, you know, and I say it was always good having good vets, but a lot of people saw what we was doing, and a lot of people helped and chime in, but it was a lot of dudes that knew what we was doing, that wanted to do what we was doing, you know, and didn't want to share that information.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And be like, well, let them get got too.
Yeah.
And so it was just really about defining our niche and knowing that, man, we don't know how long this is gonna last with us being our own agent, but what we did was we changed the game. Mm-hmm. And younger players started looking at us like these fools be moving. They go wherever they want to go. Yeah. They at the MTV. They ain't got no publicists. Nothing. They over here. They ain't got no publicists.
They email the same people to get the same. I mean,
and so that's just how we start moving, and why I started moving in entertainment and music, so we could just because, you know, you getting a lot of hate in basketball. It's like, all right, man, well, in the summertime, we gonna hoop, and then I got other friends, right, in other industries, so I'm gonna learn what they do and get acquainted with that. But like, when you look at every industry is the same when you got talent, you know, it's just a matter of like, can you trust somebody to build something with you? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Do you not trust yourself and then a relationship where somebody could have helped you advance your career based on, you know, what you think? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so like for us, we just gotta just have a better dynamic of like defining how to like move. I would say move away from like trust and like having that understanding of like, all right, this is my tight knit group, and then this is the deal. Mm-hmm. And so things should be kind of black.
You just embody all of that. I'm gonna get got, but I'm gonna get more.
Yep. Mine more than I get got.
According to a recent ZipRecruiter survey, 76% of all employers plan to expand headcount for 2025. That's a lot of time spent hiring, but that's what happens when you're trying to grow that business. You see us out here trying to grow this podcast business.
If you're one of those employers who's ramping up hiring this year, don't miss out on this advice. Add ZipRecruiter's latest features, Zip Intro, to your hiring plan.
It lets you post jobs today and talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Best of all, it does most of the work for you, so you save time.
And right now, you can try Zip Intro for free at ziprecruit.com/getgot.
Zip Intro gives you the power to quickly assess excellent candidates for your job via back-to-back video calls. We love efficient video calls in this day and age now.
You simply pick a time, and a Zip Intro does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. We love efficiency.
Just go to ziprecruiter.com/getgot right now to try Zip Intro for free.
Again, that's ziprecruiter.com/getgot.
Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
Spring is here. You know we love some grilling and chilling.
Nothing like the nice spring nights on your deck grilling up some good meat for your family.
From handcrafted steaks to spring grilling favorites, Omaha Steaks deliver the world's best steak experience.
And now during their spring savings event, you can get 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com. Plus, our listeners get an extra $30 off with the promo code GETGOT at checkout.
The fan favorite filet mignon has entered the coveted distinction of the USDA certified tender. You know I'm rocking with the filet mignon.
5 generations of uncompromising quality, backed by an unconditional 100% money-back guarantee. Omaha Steaks has been America's original butcher since 1917.
Bring home the world's best steak experience with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% 50% off site-wide during their spring savings event for an extra $30 off. Use promo code GetGot at checkout.
That's 50% off at omahasteaks.com and an extra $30 off with the promo code GetGot at checkout. See site for details.